Okay, now, so these are the three kinds of correlations that are available for us. So the range of correlation value is from +1 to -1. 0 is representing zero correlation. If we are having values from 0 to 1, we will be saying that as positive correlation. If we are saying 0 to -1, the values are said to be negative correlation. Okay, now as you can see data over here, clump thickness and class. So there is some correlation value that is 0.716. Okay, now what it is representing us here, there is positive correlation between these two these two attributes. What is the two attributes? Clump thickness and class. Okay, na? Clump thickness and class. So how we can differentiate between covariance and correlation? Here, covariance, whatever we are taking here, we are getting 0.71. If we get negative, if we get a negative value, what we will say? If you get a negative correlation, then we can say that this parameter is affecting that which is not predicting correct values. Okay, now if we get negative correlationship, there is no relationship between these two parameters, and due to negative correlation value, we are saying that it is not predict. In future, we might get wrong predictions, whether if it is positive, if it is stage 1, we will get stage 2. If it is stage 2, we can get stage 1. So here we are getting exactly, here we are get, if we get a negative correlation value, we can say that in what direction we might be ending with. So in correlation, it is saying both magnitude and direction, but covariance is only telling us about magnitude. Till now, I think so you had seen about what exactly descriptive statistics is, what exactly descriptive statistics is, and inference statistics is, what inference statistics is telling us. Okay, na? Descriptive statistics completed. One type of descriptive statistics is covariance and correlation. In descriptive statistics, we had find about central tendency, what is mean, what is median, what is mode. In dispersion, we had find range, quartile, IQR. Okay, now what is inferential statistics? By taking small sample, training with that small sample, inference, what we will do? We will inference with large population. We will predict it with large population. This is about inference statistics. Okay, na? Before going into data pre-processing, now we had entered into statistics concept, and now we had finished with statistics concept. Before winding this statistics concept, there are two more points to be discussed. Let us discuss the two more points also. Here, as you can see, dataset.info. Here, this dataset.info is telling us the relationship between it is not relationship, it is information about the data. This is information about the data set. So let us see here, there is clump thickness, it is our attribute. It is, there are 698 in number, there are no null values, and it is also telling us the data type of that column name. Okay, na? Range index, it is telling from 0 to 697, and there are 698 entries. It is telling about us the class. It is nothing but data frame. Pandas, we are using pandas, right? That is the reason it is showing like that. And it is also telling us the memory, how much memory it is being stored. That is 54.7 plus KB. And it is also telling whether our data set is having null values or not. So dataset.info is the information about our data set. So there is one more thing that to be discussed in our statistics, that is crosstab. This crosstab is a function. Okay, na? This crosstab is a function that is telling us the number of instances which is affecting on one another. Okay, na? Let us see here. the clump thickness, every parameter in our data set is from ranges from 1 to 10 only. So clump thickness is ranging from 1 to 10 guys. Okay na? So see, if clump thickness is 1, so how many twos are there? If clump thickness is 1, how many 2 in the sense it is Belgian. 4 is nothing but malignant stages of cancer, right? So if clump thickness is 1, so 142 people are affecting with this what we say that uh, first stage of cancer. If clump thickness is 1, only 4 persons, only 3 persons are affecting with malignant. Total 145. This cross tab is telling us the cross relationship between two parameters. Okay, now you can find relationship like this for any attribute. I think so. This is very clear for us. So now let us move on to data pre-processing. Before moving on to data pre-processing, let me show you one thing. This is very beautiful, right? So you cannot understand at this moment of time. Let me tell you 2 points. Like Matplotlib, like Seaborn, these are visualization tools. Like Matplotlib, you might know about Matplotlib. Why we use Matplotlib? It is for visualization. And Seaborn, this is also one tool which is for visualization only. This is also one package. In addition to this packages, we will be having one more package called as Plotly. 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 This is also one of the visualization. This is also one of the visualization package that is available in Python. Nowadays Matplotlib is deprecating in the sense is for, after some days it is also called as a legacy class. Legacy class in the sense which is not being used. After some days Matplotlib might not be used because there is more advancements in upcoming packages. See, this is a Plotly. Okay na? Plotly is a one package. See, this is, as you are seeing here, you are seeing a graph here. Here you are seeing a graph. At a time, all the parameters. Okay na? Here, see here, you are having two packages. One is Plotly and one. These are the two Cuffins. These two are the required packages. These two are the required packages. How can you install them? Pip install is a command. If you want to install any package, you can install by using pip install. Pip install is a command to install new packages. This is not inbuilt in Python, so I am installing that. I have installed that. So as you can see here, this is called as scatter matrix. So here you are seeing this. This is called as scatter matrix. Scatter matrix gives us the relationship between all the parameters in one go. Just like as before in descriptive statistics, you had seen the relationship between two parameters. That is one parameter and one parameter, right? So like that, the scatter matrix is a visualization technique which gives the relationship between all parameters. See, as you can see here, let me zoom. See, this is clump thickness, guys. This is clump thickness. This is class. So this is clump thickness. This is class. This is uniformity of cells. So this is mitosis. So it is giving. So this clump thickness, how it is related to all the parameters. See, this clump thickness is related to class. This is uniformity of cells. This is getting overridden. Here overriding is happening. Overloading, not overloading. It is overriding. One text is overridden with other text. That is the reason we are unable to see this, because our data set is having 10 columns, right? So let us zoom that. See, here you will be having some zoom in. You are zooming.